Hey, what's up guys? Blake from MACkite here, and today we're going into how to do a hooked in Raley. This is a super fun trick, it's quite easy, and it's a nice basic to step it up to a bunch of other tricks along the way. So, here we go. So step number one is just to keep your kite at 45. You're not actually sending the kite on this trick because it's one where you just park it, ride, you do all of the trick with a load and pop. So you're not actually sending the kite and lifting up into the air and then sheeting out and coming back down in. You're just going to keep the kite parked 45, and then once you have that parked, then the rest of it is all pop and doing the trick with the kite pulling you in the same direction. Step number two is to let off your edge. The reason you want to do this is if you're cruising along, your lines are the same length, same tightness. If you let off your edge, then it slacks the lines, which then once you go into the wind and pop, it tightens them to give you a little extra height. So you get that pop and height for the Raley. To get your feet behind your head, get the trick done, pull back in, land it with enough air, get your feet under you and just ride away. So you're not gonna just ride straight downwind because then that kills all the power, and then when you go back upwind, it's just regaining momentum. So what you're gonna do is just lightly let off your edge. So if you're holding your edge here, you're gonna let off on your toes, go downwind a slight bit, and then that's when you're gonna then go back upwind, pop, and take off into your Raley. So step number two is just to simply let off your edge, get that momentum going, build up speed, and then just launch into that pop in order to get you into the trick. Step number three is to edge hard into the wind and pop. So you've let off your edge. As you're going into the pop, then you're gonna twist and send your board upwind so that it pops. You're gonna lean back and pull up on your front foot, which then releases the board off of the water, sends it into the air. This is your release and pop, which is going to get your board up and then behind you in order to do the Raley. So this is very important. Gives you the air, the amplitude, and especially since you're not sending your kite into the air, this is a very important step in this trick. Pretty much the most important part, because if you don't do the right pop, then you're going to either come down on your face or not be able to get your feet back underneath you. So edging hard, twisting upwind, loading and popping are the key to this trick. Step number four is to lean forward. So instead of most of your jumps, you're gonna be lifted up and kind of stay straight with your body. Whereas this one, you're gonna kind of lean forward so that your feet then can go back behind you. Because basically you're kind of doing like a scorpion where you're leaning forward and your feet go up behind you. So ultimately, a Raley is a jump where you kick your feet behind you and you bring them back down. So what we're gonna do here is you're gonna, after popping, you're gonna lean forward slightly and then kick your feet behind you and just kind of like use the momentum of throwing your body forward to then swing your legs and the board back. And the weight of your board will help swing you up, and then as you come down, it'll swing you back down. So a Raley is really cool because you go up and then you come back down and you landed right away. Step number five is to spot your landing and swing your feet back in time to catch your landing. So ultimately you want to be looking at where you're going to land as you're flying through the air like Superman, and then as you're coming back down, you're going to pull your legs back in and kind of like thrust yourself forward to get your feet back underneath you, so you can point your board slightly downwind, get the board under your feet, land on top of it, and ride the other way. So you're gonna be popping, throwing your feet up, swinging your feet back, looking at your landing, and riding in the same direction. So I had some fun showing you the common mistakes here. So basically, the three major mistakes that happen are: one, just kicking your board off of your feet. So you throw back so hard, your feet come out of the straps and the board shoots up behind you. Just remember as you do this trick to kind of get your feet tight in the foot straps as you do it, so that as you thrust yourself back and the board's going up behind you, it doesn't shoot off into the air So just maybe grip your toes over the foot straps if you can. Try and keep that on your feet. Second mistake is as you're going, you send the kite too high, so it throws you off. So you're doing your Raley, but then you have too much air and you can't swing back, so then you're kind of flailing around in the air and then trying to send your kite back, and you just kind of spin out of control and crash. The third mistake is when you don't make the Raley in time. So you throw your feet back, you've got a good Raley going, but then you just don't bring it back in time to swing back to catch you, and then you catch your toe side edge and then face plant. So those are 3 of the common mistakes that people make doing this trick, and it's just all practice. Just go out there, have some fun. This is like a nice mellow trick and it's fun to throw every session. I really enjoyed actually making this video because I haven't done hooked and Raleys in a long time, and I was trying to think of some different tricks and fun things for people to try, like or beginner level that would be enjoyable and something fun after your pops and everything. So this is really fun, and you can take this as far as you want. You could do a Raley, you can do a Raley with a grab, you can do a Raley with one hand, you can do a Raley to toe side, you can do all sorts of things. Then you can work on unhooked Raleys and all of that. So it's just a really nice, easy progression trick into the world of the unknown of all the different tricks that go out there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, have a lot of fun making them, and have a great week. Get out on the water and let us know how it works for you. We'll see you next time. Thanks a lot. Adios.